Doesn't seem like 4th of July music.
It's all kind of a tongue and groove, like exact fitting, and so that's what keeps it all together, you know.
Can I ask you, what's buried in the foundation that belongs to Washington? Because my tour guide said he wouldn't go on camera and tell me you would.
Well, there is a little crypt that's underneath this structure. It's a tiny little basement room. It was perhaps intended for Washington, but you know there was also a crypt in the Capitol that was intended for George Washington, but neither were to be used because he wanted to be at Mount Vernon at his home 10 miles south. So that's where George Washington ended up.
Because he said that in his will.
Right.
But what did they bury in here that belonged to?
There isn't anything, but supposedly behind the cornerstone is a copy of the Declaration of Independence. There's a copy of the Constitution. There's some local newspapers like the Washington Post. This is 1888 when this structure was dedicated. And then there's money of the time, 1880s, right, that was also put behind the cornerstone, which is now 40 feet below ground because they added this big hill where we can walk directly up into the entrance. Otherwise, we would have had these 40 big steps to come up, and it's not accessible, right? So,
did they put his Bible in there?
Oh, that's a good point. I heard a Bible too. Yes, that I've read.
Is there anything? We heard there was something on the top that was written on the top of it. What is it? What is that?
There is the aluminum capstone, and when you go downstairs, there's that little exhibit room. There's a replica of the aluminum cap, and on it is some Latin words that say "Laudeos," which is I always forget that. Something about referring to God, you know.
You forget what it says? What does it say about God?
We'll have to go down there and read it on the capstone.
Are you going to get fired if you say what it really says?
I won't. No, I'm not going to get fired. I'm just new. I just started working here, so I may not have everything memorized.
How long have you worked here?
About 2 months.
It says, praise be to God.
There you go. Thank you very much. Praise be to God. Laos Deo.
You're welcome. I heard a rumor that there was Bible verses inscribed on the inside, but we can't tell because there's no stairs anymore. Is that true?
No, there's still stairs. The stairs encircle us. They're on these sides. There's platforms on our side.
But are there Bible verses engraved into the walls?
Yeah, there are. In the stones right here. But we won't be able to see them.
So how many stones are there throughout the whole building?
There's
two sections or what?
There's 193 stones up and down.
Do you know which Bible verses they are?
I don't. Our most valuable stone is the Alaskan stone. It's the very first one that sits all the way up top. It's supposed to be made purely of jade, and it's supposed to be priced to $3 million. If you'd like to take a look at all the stones, you can visit our website at nps.gov. You're going to exit the doors to my right.
Will nps.gov tell us which Bible verses?
Perhaps. I think so.
Okay. Now, I've had 3 different guards here tell me 3 different stories. Is George Washington's Bible buried in the foundation, yes or no?
I have no idea. I just started working a couple weeks ago.
Okay, and what is engraved on the top?
It's something in Latin. I still got to read up on it. I don't know.
So how long have you worked here?
Like 3 weeks.
And you don't know what's engraved on the top?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you got him now too.
None of you know what's engraved on it.
We do. Why you filmed me, and I told you what was.
What's engraved on it?
Well, we talked about it earlier on the aluminum capstone.
Yeah.
The Latin that we mentioned.
What are the words? What is it?
Laos Deo.
What does it mean?
Beloved God, or you told me. Well, you're trying to stump the ranger and.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to point out that our government is trying to hide the fact that we were. Okay, what's buried? What items were put in the foundation that belonged to George Washington?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing's put here, no.
They said there was some things buried in under.
No.
Okay.
They found stuff, from past, but nothing's buried here.
Okay, so there's a discrepancy. They should get their story.
One thing about Washington, there's all kind of rumors about different things going on.
Okay, we heard a rumor that there was some words engraved on the top of the Washington Monument.
When you get downstairs, you'll see a piece of aluminum. Okay, that's a model of it right down there, and you can see the writing on it.
What's it say?
I'm not sure.
What? I missed that. What does it say?
Aluminum. It's aluminum.
What does it say?
I don't know. You can see it right downstairs.
But you work here.
I don't know.
You never.
Want me to make something up?
No, you work here and you've never looked at what it says?
No, if I knew, I'd tell you.
Your name tag says 25 years.
Okay.
But I don't work here all the time. We rotate around.
Okay. So there's words, but what language are they in? You don't know that?
It's in English.
English?
Get downstairs, you'll see it. It's a little obelisk, aluminum obelisk down there. And which is the 50-foot right at the top. You're 50 feet high of it. That's where it lays.
Okay. Do they tell you you're not allowed to tell us what's on it?
No, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Make something up? I don't know.
We don't want to make you upset. It's just we get a consistency that people, no matter how many years they worked in Washington, and they know exactly how many years it took to build, exactly how much it cost to build, exactly how much it weighs, how many eighths of an inch it sways one direction or the other, but they don't know something that's been permanently inscripted since it was built over 100 years ago.
The sway of the building is underneath the.
But what I'm saying is, when we ask a question about something that's inscripted on it, we get like an answer of I don't know. I've never heard so many people consistently say
what you mean.
They don't know the facts about the monument that they're representing.
It kind of reminds me of George Orwell in 1984, where history has been forgotten.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of rumors about this monument, about all the monuments in Washington.
Well, it's not a rumor that it's inscripted. You said we could walk downstairs and see it.
Yes.
So someone who visit for the first time could see, but people who work here don't know.
Some people, maybe the other rangers do. Some I'm calling zoo.
No, all the rangers up here. What, 4?
Yeah.
4 rangers up here, all with a longevity of employment here, don't know something that's permanently inscribed.
The old cliche, you learn something new every day.
Well, why don't you come down with us and we'll show you?
Well, I have to sign up here. Get downstairs, you can look at it.
Okay.
And they wonder why God is facing away from us.
Okay, here we are. The tip tells all about it, and it says, the east side facing away from you reads Laus Deo, praise be to God in Latin. So actually we're not allowed to look at it. We have to go around here. Let me see if I can see it. See, we're not allowed to look at it. It's hidden back here. And, oh, it's real little, but here it is. That's it. Look at that. Laus Deo. See, there it is. That's there. That's there. See, there you go.
Let's have him go look at it and you picture it.
Okay,
See if you can go find it.
Yeah, see if you can find where it says praise be to God.
Get a picture of him.
Okay. How old are you?
12.
Okay.
Here's American youth trying to find out the truth.
Ooh, there it is.
Where?
Right back here.
You got to reach all the way around the cube and lean down. Oh, okay. Finally. Okay, this is a National Archive exhibit of the United States of America. And we finally saw it.
Yeah, of the first president, George Washington. There's no proof that anything that he was a Christian here. Really, there's no proof, right?
There's proof, it's just hidden.
Yeah.
In his tomb.
Hidden.
Can you find it?
There's hidden proof that George Washington was, well, actually that doesn't prove. Except for his Bible is supposedly buried in here, but none of the docents know.
The 25-year veteran either.
Yeah, the 25-year veteran docent doesn't know anything about George's Bible or the Laus Deo. I think I got my point across. What do you think?
I think so.
You have anything to say about the hidden Laus Deo?
Not really. There's a lot more hidden history that we've buried in our public schools that's even more of a concern to me, but it's certainly symbolic of all that goes on in the public schools in America.
Does it remind you of George Orwell and Rewriting History, 1984?
There's a lot of similarities to that.
Got anything to say about it?
Just that it's very scary, and I hope we turn it around soon.
Yeah.
More and more people rise up looking for the truth and come here asking the questions.
I think that it just shows the deliberate attempt to really kind of erase or almost rewrite history, knowing that the foundation is of Christ. It's very easy for them to intentionally, or what appears to be the intentional, let's hide the truth about Creator God and the foundations of America.
Why do you think they're afraid to show people our Christian heritage?
I don't think it's the fact that they're afraid. I think it's the fact that they don't care. There may be the aspect that they're afraid of offending others, but I believe we have drifted so far away from God and His intention for us as a nation that honestly we're so desensitized and people just do not feel connected to God and they don't understand His rightful place in this nation. So that's what I really believe.